Allah, the last day. 8. But look, don't think to trick Allah, you tricksters. So now you see we're getting into some negativity here. You beguile nobody but yourself. There, in their hearts, there is a disease. Oh, this is the munafiqeen, or I think I've got it right. This is the hypocrites, the backsliders who are tricking Allah. So it is a new enemy camp in Medina. Though the words are the same as the early surahs of the Quran, the point is that it's a later situation here to some extent. In their hearts is a disease, and here I tell you about this fact of lying. And theirs will be a painful doom. We've heard all that before. 10. Why? Because they lie. They're liars. So the lying, I mean, there's antagonism here, wouldn't you say? Aggressiveness, just like in Paul, there's a lot of aggressiveness, antagonism in Paul too. There's some aggressiveness here. The believers never see any aggressiveness here in these things, but there is. If you're fair-minded, if you don't want to be fair-minded, well then there isn't. But that's up to you. And are they not indeed mischief makers? Suppose you were one of these people and you were being called a mischief maker. Next thing you'd have your head sawed off. But in any case, these are mischief makers. But they perceive not. Shall you believe as the foolish believe? Are not they indeed foolish? Now you have to visualize all this in a kind of rap, rhymed prose style. So it's very powerful, even though it doesn't read in English in any powerful way in terms of its prosody. You follow me? But in Arabic it would be still that rhythmic sort of, not quite as rhythmic as the early surahs, because it's much more abstract, a lot of it. And when they fall in with those who believe, they say, we believe. But when they go apart to their devils, so this whole beginning is what? An attack on what? Hypocrites, backsliders. When they go back to their devils, what do they say? No, we are with you. Verily we did but, we were just joking, we did but mock. But Allah knows, do not mock Allah, leaving them to wander blindly on in their contumely. By the way, in the Dead Sea Scrolls, we have an actual phrase like that. The liar, there is a liar in the Dead Sea Scrolls, and he leads people astray to wander blindlessly in a trackless waste. It's almost word for word there in the Damascus document, isn't it now? Almost word for word. They purchase error at a price of guidance. By the way, I think the scrolls are talking about Paul, frankly. But that's just my own take on them. Others don't agree with that. They purchase error at the price of guidance. Their likeness is the likeness of one who kindleth the fire. That's in the scrolls. It's in the Damascus document, kindling the fire. That's what they do. They kindle the fire and so on. Then also that's hellfire. And he talks about light here a bit. Okay, enough of that, right? So let's get on to line 21. I hope you have your Qurans, because if you're following me and not have a Quran in front of you, you haven't got a clue what I'm talking about. I apologize to hurt your feelings, but if you don't bring your Quran, you're like lost in space. I really suggest get a Quran, whatever kind it is. Go to a used bookstore if you want to get a cheap one. Oh, mankind, worship your Lord who created you. Like earlier we said, created you out of the dust. Worship your Lord who hath appointed the earth and water to pour down, and do not set rivals up to Allah. There's none but Allah. And if you are in doubt concerning that which we reveal to our slave, our servant, this is another one that's famous in Islam. How about you doubters? You don't believe me, what I'm saying. See, he's having trouble with people who are doubting him. And that the angel's revealing things and they're mocking him. He says, okay, you guys. And I think this is one of the best challenges in all recorded religious history. If you think I'm a baloney artist or whatever, then produce a surah of the like thereof. If you can do better than me, do it. Otherwise, shut up. Then that's his only argument. He doesn't do like Paul saying to the angel. He says, you think I'm not telling you right? Go on, write a surah the way I do. If you can't, be quiet. So the miracle is the Quran itself. If you're a good a poet, a good a visionary, a good a prophet as me, show me. Otherwise, be quiet. That's a great argument. I think it's one of the, I give him that one, numero uno, for a good argument, or the angel. and call your witness beside Allah if ye are of the truthful. And look at this lovely contemplative. See how human this is? Are you following me in your corners? I hope you are. Is it similar? He says, this is the translation here. And if ye do it not, and ye can never do it,